Welcome back to the poker vlog. Big Fish here, and buckle up. Get used to seeing this hand right here, Jack 9. It might be our new favorite hand in poker, and I'll explain why later in the vid. But here we go. Let's jump into it. First hand we get involved in on the night. We're in the big blind. We have our 50 cents out there. This is a 25 cent, 50 cent blind game. And we look down at King Deuce suited, King of Diamonds, 2 of Diamonds. Under the gun raises to $1. Low jack, dealer, and small blind all call. We're closing the action, getting over 3-to-1 odds. We call for an extra 50 cents. 5 ways to the flop, $5 in the pot. Flop comes 3 of clubs, 4 of clubs, king of spades. We flop top pair, and our deuce gives us some backdoor straight draws. There is a flush draw out there with clubs, so we lead out here for $3 to charge those draws. Low jack and button are our 2 callers. The other 2 opponents fold. 3 ways to the turn, $14 in the pot. Turn comes the 3 of spades, pairs the board. We now have 2 pair, kings and 3s. There's now also another flush draw out there with spades, so we bet $5 to charge those draws. Low jack is our only customer. He calls the $5, $24 in the pot, heads up, going to the river. And the river is a pretty bad card for us. It's the ace of clubs. Club draw gets there for a flush, and now any ace X combo is now beating us. We check, hoping to get the showdown cheaply here. It's early in the session, and like I said, any ace X is beating us. Don't want to get carried away early with second pair. He checks back, we show our king, and we are good. Solid way to start. Next interesting hand that we are involved in, we are in the tiny blind, small blind. We got our 25 cent out there. We look down at ace queen offsuit, ace of clubs, queen of diamonds. There's 3 limpers in front of us, so we raise it to $3. Big blind folds, under the gun, cutoff, and button all call the $3. 4 ways to the flop, $12.50 in the pot. Flop comes 5 of clubs, 9 of clubs, jack of clubs. 1 more club will give us the nut flush, and we have some backdoor straight draws. Since we have ace high here, we're going to c-bet for $3. And it folds all the way around to the dealer, who calls. Heads up to the turn, $18.50 in the pot. Would really like to see a club here, but instead it's the 10 of diamonds. Now an 8 or a king on the river will give us a straight, and a club will give us a flush. We have a lot of draws out there, so we bet $5. Dealer snap calls, not wasting any time, $28.50 in the pot, going to the river. River comes, and it's brick freaking city. It's the 10 of hearts, pairing the board, and we check. Dealer snap checks back, opponent flips over, king of clubs, 4 spades for a missed flush, missed straight draws. But we get him with ace high, baby, taking her down. Very next hand, we're on the button. We look down at jack 9 suited, jack 9 of spades, and it folds to us. It's just us in the blinds, so we're going to raise it $1.50, make them charge to see the flop. Both blinds call, $4.50 in the pot, 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes 7 of spades, 5 of clubs, 3 of diamonds. Small blind leads out for $5. Big blind snap folds, and we follow suit. We fold the jack 9. That won't be the last time we see that hand tonight. First premium hand of the night, and we are in the big blind. We look down at the second best starting hand in poker, Cowboys. Pocket kings, king of clubs, king of diamonds. Under the gun limps, and it folds to us. Big sad. We finally pick up a premium, and it's already heads up. We raise it to $1.50 to keep under the gun in the hand, and he calls. Heads up, $3.25 in the pot, going to the flop. Flop comes 5 of hearts, queen of hearts, 10 of clubs. Flush draw out there with hearts. We have an overpair, hoping our opponent has a queen. We value bet small to keep him around and build this pot up. We bet $1, and he calls. Heads up to the turn, $5.25 in the pot. And the turn comes the queen of diamonds. So now we hope he doesn't have a queen. Man, that turned on us quick. We check, and he Snapchats back. Don't think he has a queen now. Feel like he would have value betted it. The river comes, and it's the jack of spades. A straight now gets there if someone came in with king 9 or ace king. But we think we're good here with our kings. We value bet $5. He calls, and we show 2 pair, queens and kings, $15.25 in the pot. And he shows 8-9 offsuit for the rivered straight. Oh no. Man, if he would have raised us there on the river, that would put us in a tight spot. River card screws us again. Wowzers. We're on the button. King jack offsuit, king of clubs, jack of spades. There's one limper in front of us, and we raise it in position to $2. Big blind calls, low jack limper, 3 bets us to $6. Very weird 3 bet. Limp, then 3 bet. Big blind's left to act after us. We cold call the $6. Big blind folds, and it's heads up to the flop, $14.25 in the pot. Flop comes ace of hearts, king of spades, ace of diamonds. Scary board, especially with the opponent 3 betting us. And he checks, but he has a smirk like he is trapping us. So we decide to check back. Chody, I would really work on controlling your emotions when you flop the nuts, bub. Turn comes, and it's the 10 of spades, and he checks again. I have no idea where we're at with this board. I want to see a cheap river and just get the showdown. So we check. River comes, and it's the queen of clubs. We upgrade from 2 pair to a straight. Opponent seems to love this queen though, because he leads out for $5. It's really not a bad price to pay to see his hand, especially when we have some equity here with our straight. We very well could be chopping this. We call, and he shows us the bad news. There's $25 out there. We rivered the straight, and he rivered the full house. He shows us ace queen offsuit. Again, damn, that river card fricked us. I feel like we could have lost a lot more money there on that hand, but wow, that's twice now the river has screwed us. We're in the low jack position for this one, and we get queen jack offsuit, queen of heart, jack of club. Under the gun limps, we limp for 50 cents. Button limps, both blinds limp, 5 ways to the flop, $2.50 in the pot. Flop comes, queen of diamonds, jack of spades, king of clubs. We flop 2 pair, and there's a nice straight draw out there. Big blind bets $1, under the gun folds. We min raise to $2. Big blind's been min raising people all night. Give him a little taste of his own medicine here. Button calls, big blind re-min raises us to $4. We cold call the 4. Hoping to string them both along here, and the button calls. 3 ways to the turn, $14.50 in the pot. And it's a beautiful turn card for us. It's the queen of spades. We fill up. We now have queens full of jacks. We fill it up, unlike our gas tank recently. Also puts a flush draw out there. Big blind checks to us. 2 to act after us. Let's value bet to keep both of them in the hand. Maybe even induce a raise here. We bet $2 and we get 2 callers. $20.50 in the pot going to the river. I'd really like to see someone hit a straight here, or maybe even a flush. Let's go spade or straight card. River comes, and it's the 9 of diamonds. Jesus, please, someone have a 10 for a straight here. Big blind checks to us. Let's hammer down and charge people if they have any equity. We bet $10, roughly half a pot here. Button folds, and the big blind calls. $40.50 in the pot, and we show our Danny Tanner full house, and opponent shows top pair with the king, and we take her down. Big blind takes it well, and it's all smiles from Chody. We're on the button. We get 8-9 suited, 8 of spades, 9 of spades, and there's one limper to us. We love suited connectors in position. We raise to $2. Both blinds fold. Chody, the limper, calls. Heads up with our arch rival to the flop, 475 in the pot. Flop comes king of spades, 9 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds. We flop second pair, and we have some backdoor flush and straight draws. It checks to us. With second pair and backdoor draws, we're comfortable c-betting here. About pot size to $4, and Chody calls, 1275 in the pot to the turn. Turn comes as the 5 of clubs. Now we have a gutter for a straight, and Cody checks to us. We bet $6, and he snap folds. We take down the pot, 1875. Remember that Jack 9 hand? Well, here we go. Jack 9 of clubs in the big blind. Under the gun limps, low jack raises to 225. Small blind calls. We call the 225, and under the gun calls. 4 ways to the flop, $9 in the pot. Flop comes 9 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, 7 of spades. There's a diamond flush draw out there, and we flop top pair with a backdoor straight draw. Checks to the pre-flop raiser. We see bets for $6. Small blind calls. We call the $6, and under the gun folds. 3 ways to the turn, $27 in the pot. And it's a beautiful turn card for us. It's the Jack of Hearts. We upgrade our 2 pair. We now have jacks and 9s. And again, we check to the pre-flop raiser. Pre-flop raiser is someone who definitely is capable of double and triple barreling for a bluff and for value. And surprisingly, he checks. River is the 3 of spades. It's a pretty safe card for us. No way the low jack checks the turn with a 7, and no way the small blind checks the river with a 7. So we feel we are good, and we put in a max value bet of all in for just under a pot size, $24.75. There's now $51.75 in the pot. Low jack tanks and folds. We're hoping for at least one call here, but the small blind snap folds, big sad. We muck our 2 pair. Very next hand, we are in the small blind, and we get Jack 9 again, Jack of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 1 limper, cutoff raises to $1.50. We call the $1.50. Big blind and limper both call. 4 ways to the flop, $6 in the pot. And the flop is a juicy one. 8 of hearts, 8 of spades, 8 of clubs. And we decide to get aggressive here and lead out for $3. We get 2 callers. 3 ways to the turn, $15 in the pot. And it is such a sexy card for us on the turn. The Jack of Hearts, boom, full house. And it's time to lay the trap. We check, and of course it checks through. River comes, and it's the 8 of diamonds. Schnikes, we are now playing the board. Any ace, king, or queen all beat us now. We feel like we have no value with our hand. We check, hoping it checks through, and somehow we're chopping this. But the big blind bets $5, and the under the gun limper calls. We fold face up to show we got Jack 9 back-to-back hands and got absolutely screwed with that river card. Under the gun shows an ace and takes down the pot. Very next hand, we're on the button, and we look down at Jack 9 again. That's 3 hands in a row now. Jack of spades, 9 of clubs. Damn. 1 limper, and we raise to $1.50. New favorite hand? Maybe it is, maybe it is. The blinds call, the limpers call. 4 ways to the flop, $6 in the pot. Flop comes 6 of clubs, 10 of hearts, 10 of diamonds. We got a backdoor straight draw, and the small blind leads out for $1. Big blind folds. Pre-flop limper and I both call because we are definitely not folding for $1, especially when we have some backdoor draws. 3 ways, $9 in the pot to the turn. Turn comes the 8 of clubs. We pick up an open-ended straight draw. Any 7 or queen will give us a straight, and the small blind leads out for $5, and the limpers fold to us. We call the $5. We have some outs for the river, and honestly, we just kind of want to show our Jack 9. River comes and it's a brick. It's the ace of diamonds, and the small blind bet's $10. We fold face up to show we got Jack 9 again, making it 3 hands in a row. But sadly, we lose the pot. 3 hands, we got Jack 9 in a row. No way we get it 4, right? So here's the deal. Under the gun straddles to $10. Dang Chody. Wowzers, and here come the cards. I am not shitting you. Seriously, guys. 4 hands in a row, we get Jack 9. Only reason we call the $10 straddle here is because we want to show people that we got Jack 9 again. We call the $10 straddle. Dealer calls and the straddler checks. 3 ways to the flop. $30, 75 cents in the pot. Flop comes Jack of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of clubs. There's some flush draws out there, and we have top pair, and it checks to us. There's a lot of money in this pot for just 3 people. Maybe a small value bet here will win it. Might even be good for building up this pot. So we bet $3. We get 2 callers. 3 ways to the turn, $39.75 in the pot. Turn comes the 6 of diamonds. Flush gets there now, and it checks to us. We check. We just want to see if the river brings another diamond here. River comes at the 2 of clubs, a complete brick, and it checks to us. There's no way both opponents would check a flush here. Doubt they would check trips. We have under a pot in our stack, so we value bet shove for $29.75, and both opponents snap fold, and we show Jack 9 again for 4 hands in a row. You cannot make this shit up. It's our new favorite hand officially. We play 1 hand of Omaha, and it's back to Texas Hold'em, and we look down at Jack 9 again. 5 Texas Hold'em hands in a row, we get Jack 9. This is ridiculous. I feel like we've broken the game. It's our new favorite hand, and it folds to us. We bet $1.50. Cut off and big blind both call. 3 ways to the flop, $4.75 in the pot. And the flop comes 8 of diamonds, 3 of hearts, king of clubs. We really just have some backdoor straight draws, and it checks through. Turn is the 7 of spades. We pick up a gut shot straight draw. Big blind bets $5, and we call. We just want to show our Jack 9 mainly. Cutoff folds, and it's heads up to the turn, $14.75 in the pot. River comes, it's the 4 of diamonds. Big blind bets $25, and we are definitely going to fold here. But we make a side bet with the big blind, saying we bet you $10 that we have a Jack 9 here. He calls the $10, and we win the $20 side pot and show him we pick up Jack 9 for the 5th hand in a row. This is ridiculous. Some people at the table are saying if we get Jack 9 again here, they're just going to leave because we're doing some black magic voodoo on them. Wow, this is the craziest ride. I wish it was aces, but picking up Jack 9 5 hands in a row is definitely pretty freaking cool. We're in the big blind, and our first card is a Jack. No way the next one's a 9. I will quit right here, right now, if this is a 9. But it's a 7 of hearts. Jack 7 offsuit. Under the gun raises to $1. Cutoff, dealer, and small blind all call. We call for 50 cents more and are closing the action. 5 ways to the flop, $5 in the pot. Flop comes the 3 of spades, 7 of diamonds, 6 of clubs. We have top pair with a decent kicker in our 6. We lead out for $2.50 and we get 3 callers. $12.50 in the pot, 4 ways to the turn. The turn is a 6 of diamonds, upgrading us to 2 pair, 7s and 6s. But if someone called the flop with a 6, they upgraded to trips. We check and it checks through. And the river comes and it's a 7 of spades, giving us a full house, 7s, full of 6s. We really hope someone has a 6 now. Checks to us, and we bet $20. We get 1 caller from the cutoff position. There's $52.50 in the pot. And we show 7s, full 6s, and he quickly mucks. We take down the $50+ pot. We're in the hijack. We pick up 9, 10, suited, 9, 10 of spades, and we limp. 4 limpers total, 5 total to the flop, $2.50 in the pot. Flop comes 10 of diamonds, 6 of hearts, 2 of clubs. We got top pair, baby, and it checks to us. We bet $3 and we get 2 callers. $11.50 in the pot, 3 ways to the turn, which is the 3 of spades. Straight gets there now if someone came in with 4-5, and it checks to us. We continue out for $9, and again we get 2 callers. $38.50 in the pot, 3 ways to the river. And the river comes the 9 of clubs, giving us 2 pair, and we are definitely good here. We value bet to $25, and both opponents snap fold. We take down the $63 pot. We're in the big blind, and we look down at the giveaway hand, 7 deuce offsuit, and there's 4 limpers. We check our option, 5 ways to the flop, $2.50 in the pot. And the flop comes 2 of diamonds, 3 of spades, 7 of spades. We flop 2 pair. There's a flush draw out there with spades, and also a straight draw. Pretty freaking good flop for 7 deuce. We bet $4 and we get 2 callers. $14.50 in the pot, 3 ways to the turn. Turn comes, it's a 4 of spades. Really bad card for us because now both draws get there. The spade draw and the flush draw. Wow, what a bad card for us. We check and the opponent bets $8 and it folds to us. It could be a bluff. If it's not a bluff, we do have some outs with our 2 pair. We call. There's now $30.50 in the pot. Heads up to the river, which is the 8 of diamonds. We miss our draws. We miss an upgrade to a full house. We check. Opponent puts in a nice size bet of $20. There's just way too many hands that are beating us here. That 4 of spades really screwed us on the turn, and we fold. Opponent shows us 8 of spades, 10 of spades for the turn flush. Had a pretty good feeling that that turn card fucked us. Last hand of the session. We're in the small blind and we pick up ace jack suited, ace of spades, jack of spades. There's 3 limpers and we raise it to $2.50 and we get 2 callers and we are out of position. $7.50 in the pot, 3 ways to the flop, which comes 4 diamonds, ace of hearts. We flop trip aces and there's a diamond draw. We've been c-betting a lot lately, so we bet $5 here. Hopefully someone will think that we are just c-betting, maybe with king high. Chody folds. The other opponent raises us to $10, which is the minimum. We snap call. $27.50 in the pot. Heads up to the turn. Turn comes. It's a 7 of hearts. There's now 2 flush draws out there, a diamond and a heart draw. We check to the last aggressor, and he checks back. River comes, and it's a dream card for us. The jack of clubs. We get a full house here. Aces full of jacks. Question is, what price would we get called by? There's only one other ace in the deck. Maybe we can get a value bet and a value call from an ace or another pair like a jack. So we bet $10. Opponent snap calls us and we show our Danny Tanner full house and he mucks. We take down the $47.50 pot for the last hand of the session. We're only 5 subscribers away from hitting the 200 subscriber mark when we will be doing another giveaway. So I encourage you guys to subscribe to this channel, share it with your buddies. Let's get to 200 so we can hand out some more money. Not a bad session. Kind of anticlimactic if you take out all those Jack 9 hands, but man, whew, that was a wild ride. Jack 9 definitely our favorite hand now. Maybe that'll be the next giveaway. We'll shove pre-flop next time we get Jack 9 offsuit. Something to think about. Yeah, like I said, be sure to subscribe and share this. Let's get to 200 by the end of the week so we can give out some more cash. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, run hot.